we can roll right into the better show of this week. Yeah, I said it.
That's a spoiler alert as well.
Just gonna just do that like side eye, like.
I'll definitely say this, and that's the fact that the pacing on this week's NXT was on another level. Like it was very, very fluid. Like it was completely. It felt seamless. I mean, outside of a few hiccups. I'll say aside from one hiccup, it felt kind of, that part felt very weird. But again, somebody was able to pick up from it, and it wasn't as long of a situation that I didn't care about. So that blemish aside, the whole show was pretty goddamn seamless. So we opened up action already. Falls count match between Leon Ruff and Isaiah Swerve Scott.
This was a match I didn't know I needed.
Right?
We've seen these two go at it for the past few weeks to the past month and a half maybe.
Yeah.
And this match was the one match where I was like, man, their chemistry crazy.
I wonder, are they friends in real life?
They gotta be.
because I keep saying it, and I mean it. Friends tend to have great matches with each other.
Yes.
Right.
And look, Ruff continues to, for some odd reason, surprise me with his in-ring shit, because somebody of his stature and his physique, you really don't expect much from, or rather, you wouldn't feel.
He makes you so nervous because he's so skinny, and you just don't know how much pain happens with him.
Yeah, and you know what? And to that point, Scoot, I never really knew what it looked like to see what a grown man would look like in a nightshirt, and I saw that when he came out.
How you win your own merch and your own merch? You come up there looking like 04 franchise boy.
and ladies and gentlemen,
own shirt.
That was not a tall tee. That was a regular
that was the bad part. It wasn't a tall tee.
It was a regular size tee, and yeah. So, but again, no shame, no slight on Ruff. Ruff is getting his shit in perfectly. But his
cheeseburger gimmick is amazing. I swear to God, guys.
Yeah, we wouldn't be us if we didn't make fun of you for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And look, again, we praise you all the time. So I mean, of course, we got to poke fun at you, and we have to, especially since and you're doing well for yourself. You got a nice little lady. I keep forgetting her name. She's a referee.
Oh, does he? That's nice to hear.
Yeah. She's the female referee in NXT.
Yeah.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
I think Aja Smith. I think. Aja something. But can we really fast forward and talk about the best thing of the whole match?
Which one?
Yes.
Well, there's a few things that I liked about this match.
Well, okay, there was a lot of things, but to catch somebody in midair and scream, you must be outside your mind. Bars.
Just, I felt every bit of that.
You must be outside your mind.
The thing I like about that, I mean, outside of the aesthetic and then the delivery of those said bars, is the fact of, if this is in fact a new faction.
Oh no! If you don't follow them on Instagram, they factioned up. Okay, cool. So now they are factioned up. Now for the regular casual TV watchers, if this is the formation of a faction, hold on. I'm gonna go ahead and help y'all out right quick. Let the camera focus.
Oh damn.
Do they have a name for said faction?
Not yet.
Okay, cool. So,
but
this is definitely
hold on. Hold on, I got more. They've been. If you go to each of their Instagram, they've been factioned up. So obviously,
now who is the female? Because I'm pretty sure she's a talent. Obviously,
her name is Brianna Brandy.
Okay,
I think she was one of the new recruits.
Gotcha.
Okay,
I've seen her outside of the whole Swerve like promo segments. I've seen her.
Of course, Asante the Adonis and AJ Francis was the one who delivered the line of the night.
Wait, is that Ashanti that's in there?
Yeah, he cut his hair.
Okay, that's why I didn't. Okay, fair enough.
So, because my brother and I was talking about it, my brother was like, "I stand for this group." He was like, "I stand for it," and I was like, "You know what? I agree with you. I'm loving this. I'm loving the fact that Swerve has a stable."
Yeah, you obviously have the leader in Swerve. You have a female representation. You have the heavy. And then you have Ashanti the Adonis, of course, being the whipping boy for matches. I mean, in the same vein as Austin Theory.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
can we please sorry. Austin Theory has like all my heart for this episode.
Yes.
Anyways, we're getting there. We
will get to the Austin Theory praise.
But yeah, to kind of cap this match off. I mean, again, we don't recap the entire match on here. You already know that.
Yeah.
We just give our opinions on how we felt about it, and if there's a highlight in the match, we go for it. I.e., you must be outside your mind.
Outside your mind.
Yeah, Swerve won. Partially unexpected, but expected because I didn't know who was going to win. I didn't go in here with a preconceived notion of who I assumed was going to win. And
I kind of figured Swerve, but I didn't know it was going to be this way.
And since it is this way, it's perfect because his win makes more sense because he can now bypass Ruff, and he doesn't have to worry about it because now the focus is on, hey, who's everybody that you're in with? Who is this a faction? It's not. Now, of course, thanks to Scoop, we know that this actually is in fact a faction.
They factioned up, baby.
So now the story is now turned primarily to that and more questions on what's going on there. So kudos to having this book in and letting Ruff go off on his own thing, probably in the cruiserweight division, handle his stuff there. So
I could see him against Kushida soon.
Yeah,
now
definitely.
From that point, there was a nice little meeting going on in Regal's office.
Wait. We didn't know.
No. We
know there was a meeting
because before said meeting, before we got aware of said meeting,
Johnny Gargano and Austin Theory.
Austin Theory and Johnny Gargano were walking in the hallway, and they were gonna fix this. Not sure what this was, but they were gonna fix it. And of course, the Bronson Reed thing.
There you go.
And so when they got into said office and interrupted Regal, and who was his person of interest in that office? None other than Scarlett,
aka the Angel of Doom.
Now, no Karrion Kross, of course. So we don't know what they were talking about. Clearly had something to do with the NXT Championship. Now, of course, the Way does the Way things, and they barged in said office trying to assert their dominance because they were going to fix this Bronson Reed situation. And as Johnny Gargano was mouthing off completely, Austin Theory happened to be lost in thought.
Hypnotized even.
Oh, I like that. Hypnotized. And it's almost as if he was in the mind of every fan watching in attendance. And as Johnny left, Austin,
he couldn't help himself, man. He couldn't help himself.
How big are those?
Are those even real?
Are those real?
And then he's like, he gives this whole. I loved this. Like Austin Theory has done like the best character work, like by far, like in the last few weeks. But he deep dives it. He's like, I mean, are those even real? I mean, I know they can't be real, but I mean, God, they're so big. It's like this whole little.
And he went for the reach before we even knew what that he was talking about the nails. He went for the reach.
Yeah, and he's like, can I touch him? He's like,
that. But kudos to the fact that they let the camera kind of pan to let you know.
And then in comes Wonderful Johnny going like, Austin, what are you doing? He's like your nails. He's like, those even real? Like they're so big.
He's like, yeah, we get it. They're big.
That was just some beautiful old school Attitude Era. Just
it
was.
And again, this goes to the level of care they take into this show, because this is what started off that the beautiful, just seamless pace of the show, to where nothing felt like it broke apart. It felt like it ended that match, went from that, and then seamlessly went to what's going on backstage to prepare for the next match that was about to go on. And again, seriously, from that, ironically enough, going from one comedic / serious segment, you get to a comedic act and good wrestler in Cameron Grimes. So,
oh man.
Grimesy.
Good old Cameron Grimes.
I said good old.
Yeah, good old.
AKA the better big money wrestler right now.
I will agree. Yes. This match had a few stutter steps, and I believe it's more so to Asher Hale. Because most of the stutter
was excited.
Yeah. So, but I mean, they did get underway, and this match went just about as long as it needed to go. Cameron Grimes clearly coming away with the win and being happy and excited about it. But we definitely were not done with Grimesy for the night.
We were not.
Of course, we were not.
So he was going to go celebrate.
He was going to go celebrate.
He wanted to go to the club.
But before we got into that, we got the best tag match of the night.
Oh my God!
Second best tag match of the night.
I'm going to say the best tag match of the
night.
Period.
Well, I mean, I've got my own personal biases, so.
Well, I know you.
Hey, I'm going to go ahead and just jump ahead and spoil this for everybody.
Uh-oh.
I'm not gonna say it that way, but the wrong team.
I thought you were about to rip that off like a Band-Aid.
The wrong team won. It was supposed to be the grizzled young veterans.
I feel like he's gonna have this
soon to be recognized as NXT #1, but no, Toothless Timmy and Old Man Ciampa had to win. It was a great match. Don't get me wrong. I'm not mad at the match. These boys was hard hitting. But no, Toothless Timmy and Old Man Ciampa. And don't give me a cool little pose at the end either. How dare y'all give me some Steiner Brothers shit at the end? How dare y'all? The grizzled young veterans were supposed to win that match. GYV all day.
Not to get into how dope this match was, but there was one part in this match that I thought was perfect, and that's when Toothless Timmy had the chokehold on.
Yes.
He came and he got kicked in the face. In most cases, in any match, it's paint by the numbers. They get kicked, they let go of the submission. It's that. He took that kick, smiled, still had the choke on, and carried on.
Yes.
I loved it. I love that. And that's what I'm going to take from that match. Is just that speaks for what that tag team is all about.
Cool.
Perfect.
With that being said, since we can go ahead and basically it behooves the audience to watch that match. With that being said,
would behoove.
Does MSK beat these two?
No. Oh wait, beat
Tommaso and Thatcher?
Yes.
If that match happens, yes, they do. Because
there'll be no if. It's happening now. I think
MSK beats them.
think Toothless Timmy and Old Man Ciampa are going to replace GYV as their most dangerous
that would
threat.
suck.
No,
it would, but because the only reason why I say that, GYV did threaten to go back to the UK. If you heard that promo in the beginning, Gibson did say, "We'll go back. We'll leave this place if we're not acknowledged. Basically, we will go back."
No, okay. Well, if that happens,
that's acknowledged though.
But I think I've been on a roll as of late with these predictions. So I'm gonna say this. I think that this losing streak that GYV has been on is to play up the fact that it's because they're soon to be recognized.
They're soon to be recognized.
So what's gonna happen?
Acknowledge the GYV, damn it.
They're gonna beat MSK. Like that win against MSK is designated for GYV. Period.
Okay.
I think that Ciampa and Thatcher will give MSK a run for their goddamn money. But at the end of the day, MSK is going to retain. They're going to run through Legado del Fantasma. They're going to beat Thatcher and Ciampa, and probably whoever else comes after that. But GYV may sideline themselves for a little bit with this, this whole going back thing or contemplating going back thing, and then come back to pick the bones of whatever Ciampa and Thatcher leave left.
I'll admit I don't know the workings of what's going on at UK right now. But what if they do go back, become tag champs, and be like, hey, we didn't have to beat y'all, but now we want to.
I would love that. I would love that a lot.
They have been recognized and are still soon to be recognized.
Because that could be a Worlds Collide situation.
Could be
interesting. Predictions all across the board.
Always.
But yeah, this GYV loses. Not to a bad team, obviously. Now Scoot will tell you that the wrong team won.
Damn right.
I'm gonna tell you that based on where I think this story is going, the right team won.
I mean, yes, the right team did win, but I'm a GYV stan, so of course I'm gonna say the wrong team won.
It's okay. Jaeger will be saying the same thing later on, I'm sure.
I mean, I'll tell you now, the wrong team won later on, but
after this, we had a vignette of both Saray and Zeta Ramir. I didn't expect there to be a match between these two. I don't know if there was promoted because maybe I hadn't been paying attention.
They didn't. It was promoted right then and there.
Okay, gotcha. I didn't expect this, and I thought it was weird that you would have Zeta Ramir win the previous week and then just basically feed her to Saray this soon. So yeah, that was just odd, but I thought it was good that they actually promoted both of them in that manner. Now, of course, after that, we had
hold on. Error on us, guys, because I know last week last week we forgot something when we talked about NXT.
Did we?
Yeah, we did.
What was that?
When I thought about it, I was kind of like, damn. We did not mention the Tien Shaw promo and how visually that looked to me. I thought that was cool visually of how it looked.
And we didn't mention it. We're going to mention it right quick in passing. But boy, I thought visually it was a cool promo.
I mean, Scoot, I never disagree with you. I mean, I think visually it looked good, but I think Caden Carter said it best tonight when she talked about T and Shaw.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't worried about it. Looking past it. Got bigger things to worry about. Now, look, of course, it's just, and it's not. Look, of course, I've praised Xia Li and this whole thing, but I don't think they've done enough to promote them to where it's like my interest is still there.
I like their Bohemian Rhapsody attempts there.
That's what I said. Like I like the visual of it and how was it Lei Ming came at the end and blew the smoke and the promo. Okay, I was visually. Cool. It was cool.
Visually, absolutely. The only reason that I'm kind of sour on the T and Shaw thing is just because the way is it Mei Ling?
I think it is Mei Ling. Mei Ling. Something. I can't remember.
It's just because it's like because you know you can suspend disbelief with like you can suspend disbelief with like the Fiend, Undertaker here and there, but the way they kind of built her up as like this entity of just supernatural shit where it's like she just can't be touched. It just makes it hard for me to see her in a match if that's the case. Because she's already technically had a match, but you know, so that's where I'm just like where do they go from? Like you've already set the bar this high. Like where do you go?
Yeah, you kind of did.
So and then at the same time, it's like. What's up with Bo? Like you just gonna have him just
be there like why is he a manager right now?
I don't know.
But why isn't he like wrecking shop against insert cruiserweight name here?
He went through the same training.
He went to the same training.
Yeah.
Why isn't he beating up Jake Atlas?
Yeah.
I know
that would have been. I mean,
I know we're gonna get to it, or if we're gonna get to it, but I think I'm starting to share lip sentiment.
On Jake Venatlis, Venatlis,
even with his new music and everything, I don't want you on my screen.
You know, see, this goes to how much I didn't care with this guy. I didn't realize that he had new music.
Yeah, he had new music.
Was that new music? Oh,
but yeah, we'll get into that, and we're gonna get into something else. I actually enjoyed. So Cameron Grimes was celebrating in his good old locker room, all dressed and ready to roll out.
Yep.
And apparently I'm building a stable over here because right now it's me and Mackenzie just chilling over here in the fuck Everrise camp. And then we added a new member. We added a new member to the ranks. That being, oh man, I mean, come on. Could you ask for a bigger signing right now in the fuck Everrise camp? Because, and it swerved me for a second because I got scared because Everrise showed up trying to party with Grimesy. And I'm thinking, oh shit, he about to pay off Everrise and they about to make some type of stupid stable where I don't care about Grimesy. But then what happened? Grimes said, I only got room for 3 in VIP. That's me, myself, and I. Truly, he was talking about the 3 in the fuck Everrise camp. That's Grimesy, Lip Deasley, and Mackenzie. So,
it was too good to delete. I'm sorry.
Oh, there you go.
So we'll do the passing.
So again, I say, welcome to the camp. Grimesy. See, as much as Scoot tries to push for this, we stand strong in this united front in the fuck Everrise camp. So
you want to know what, guys? Fun fact about Jaeger here. Even with like that half-assed promo that they were in last week, I have never, until this Tuesday, put faces to names of Everrise. Like, I was doing something while that fucking interview was going on, and I heard people talking, and then you actually made me aware that was actually Everrise.
Wow. See,
so
making people aware of Everrise. This is not a good
thing. I finally caught them with the Grimes bit because Grimesy.
You know what? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna do something on the podcast right quick to just kind of cement because Mr. Jaeger Bombastic here just officially cemented that I think this campaign is dead in the water. So I'm gonna go ahead and just show everybody right now.
Oh no!
Just go ahead and just.
Oh no! He's doing it.
I'm just gonna move that to the trash because
he moved Everrise to where they belonged.
Oh,
in the trash. Lip Diesley has won. I have defeated Everrise.
Guys,
in Scoot's eyes, not in NXT's eyes, because we still got a way to go.
Guys, if Everrise don't look like the most generic motherfuckers, like it looks like you just went with the defaults in the created character. Like, it's like you hit random, and bam, that's what you get.
It feels good to be me, you know.
I'm sorry, Scoot. I had to give it to him.
You know, I feel like I've been saying fuck Everrise, you know, since the inception of our podcast, of this whole situation here. It's just, you know.
You see, I'm not that enthused on fuck because we always need jobber tags. We always need jobber people.
Oh, we got plenty. We got Jake Vanetlis.
But he's not in a tag team.
Yeah, it's exactly. Okay. You gotta have a jobber tag. And
what, you gonna just put him in 2-on-1 matches?
Oh no. What we can do is we can put Jake Vanetlis with Tyler Rust, and that could be the
wait. Don't put Tyler Rust in that boat because you might like Tyler Rust. It's Malcolm Bivens you don't like.
No, because he's associated. Here's a problem. You know, it's hard to look for a diamond.
You got the Matt Hardy thing. How I feel about Matt Hardy and his stable. That's how you feel about Malcolm Bivens and his stable.
And I mean, and look how apropos would it be if you just because you how hard is it to find a diamond in the rough without an atlas?
Oh, you know what though? I don't think you can find either without a diamond mine.
All right, y'all. I'm out. I'll holler at y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and let Mr. Lip Diesley and Jaeger Bombastic finish the rest of this podcast. I am out now.
You know what?
I see y'all beautiful people next week.
I can't believe that you even said that. But you know what?
Diamond in the Rust. I mean, you got me there.
No. You know what's the fucked up part? It was too well. It was beautiful.
It was.
It wasn't even intentional.
So we should go ahead and just end the podcast because I don't know if we can get better than that.
Watch Diamond Mine be some bullshit that Malcolm Bivens created, man.
Oh no! And Tyler Rust joins it
because he's the one that coined the phrase "diamond in the rust."
Mm-hmm.
Son of a
Malcolm Bivens.
And wait.
What's his name like that? Because Xavier Woods. That's the way Xavier Woods says his name. Malcolm Bivens.
It's got
Woods and Breeze started up their GM mode for season 3, and they created Malcolm Bivens, and Woods love him.
Of course.
Oh my god.
That's why I keep saying his name that way because of Woods. Shout out to Xavier Woods, aka Austin Creed.
You're
all shouts.
PhD.
But yeah, Everrise got
I mean, they got mugs.
Yeah,
I finally put faces to names, and I was just underwhelmed. They're just forgettable. You know what? You don't need to say fuck. You see, saying fuck Everrise is just so much hatred behind that. You know?
No. It's deserved. It's deserved. See, here's the thing. The reason that they have those mugs and those shirts because see, it's easy to walk around with your own merch when it's not selling. So,
I'm just like, we can move on. Like, if I see Everrise, I'm not gonna ever know that I just walked by Everrise.
And that's the point.
But that's the thing. Is like they're not worth it. They're not worth acknowledging. They wear their exact. You know what? Right. Even if they wore their own merch, I'm pretty sure I would not have known.
No, the thing is, I'm gonna tell you this right now. There are some people. If I was to be in public and I've seen somebody with an Everrise shirt, I'm gonna be like, "Damn! Either you wasted nearly $30,
yes,
or you really fuck with Everrise."
Which I don't know why. Because their highlights ain't much of anything unless you count being on your back in the middle of the ring as a highlight. But
they got some W's on 205 Live.
Oh, I'm sorry, a show that nobody watches. Let's keep it going. Hey, Everrise, I'm doing you a favor because see, look,
forgettable team on a forgettable show.
Exactly, which makes it just. I mean, look.
Sorry,
how do you find vanilla in vanilla?
Like nobody gave a shit about Enzo Amore after he went to 205 Live. I'm just saying. And then he done goofed.
Yeah. So Everrise, you're welcome because people will say that I say fuck you, and then they're gonna be like, who is he saying fuck to? And then you're gonna get recognized.
And then that's when Liv's gonna send you a bill for like 5% of the merch, or
no, I'll let you keep your crumbs. But you might need it. I mean, look, you survived the purging on.
They survived 2 purges.
Yeah,
two.
But at the same time, it's hard to get purged when nobody realizes that you're there. So,
I mean, like we just said already, we gotta have a jobber tag team. Everrise, you're currently in that slot.
but yeah, let me show them some kindness and just get off that Everrise train.
I mean, at least you get your entrance.
I mean, fuck Everrise.
Sometimes.
So, Balor showed up. Came back.
Yeah, that was fun.
Vacation. Think he had a little tan.
God, that ruined it so much that they were just announcing all over the place Finn Balor's going to show up tonight.
Yeah, I think it would have served them better if he would have had just showed up in the segment with Karrion Kross. So, an entrance was hit, one of the best entrances in professional wrestling.
Yes.
I think this might be the best entrance in professional wrestling.
Ooh.
As of right now.
Because I can't. Okay. I'm going to preface this by saying I can't think of New Japan right now. So don't come for me saying, oh, such and such. I'm thinking of WWE, Impact,
AEW,
and AEW.
Wait. Hold on. What about Omega? Got nice little choreography coming down.
I said what I said.
Got the fireworks going.
I said what I said.
You know what? Why did they give up the sweeper gimmick, the cleaner gimmick for her? I mean, for him.
I don't know. Who knows? Well, but we'll definitely get there as well.
I'll say though, Kenny Omega's New Japan entrances were always fun because
they were. Every single one.
But anyways,
believe it or not, and I believe this is coming from my lips. The best entrance to me in AEW belongs to Jon Moxley. But
I can say yeah. No, I can say
yeah
to that.
It's his intensity, man, when he comes out.
It is.
So believable.
He's just got the swagger about it the whole way through, like the entire walk into the ring. Yes.
That would be stricken from the record that came from my lips. It will be officially redacted.
Karrion.
We'll make sure editing does not get that memo.
Karrion got on the mic and he did something I was waiting for him to do for the longest, but I guess it just makes sense that he did it now because it gave everybody a chance to kind of get their shit in over the course of the time between then and when he won his title. So he definitely addressed people without addressing them, i.e. Pete Dunne. And he said, and I quote, "Yeah, you may not be afraid of me, but I'm not afraid of you either. So the question is, what are we waiting for?"
Somebody said that how y'all go out there and let the NXT champion look like a bouncer at a club.
Damn.
He looks like a stage boss in Streets of Rage.
That too.
I just thought about it. Def Jam Vendetta.
Looking like D-Mob.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the one thing that always throws me off with Karrion, because it's an attire choice that he chooses at certain points. Certain points he comes out and I'm like, yo, that attire fits this whole gimmick. And then other times I'm like, yo, what happened? So and this week was one of those moments where I was like, yo, what happened? Clearly somebody went to dinner either before or after NXT.
Right.
Cool Kyle interrupted.
Cool Kyle did, and he was actually better on the mic this week.
Yeah.
Are we really calling him Cool Kyle now?
That's he basically kind of adopted that moniker.
And the reason why he's been better on the mic and he's so
persona. Hopefully he doesn't spell cool with a K.
You know what's funny is every time you say that, I spell cool with the K in my head.
Yeah, because you're thinking of Kyle with the K. So of course, Cool Kyle.
Or Kool-Aid.
Oh, that's it.
Kool-Aid Kyle.
But, I love the fact that neither man could get words out, because while Cool Kyle was trying to get his bars off, the Bruiserweight showed up, which I don't know if y'all paid attention. His music has been remixed.
Yeah, I noticed that. I thought it was like kind of, because it felt lower at a point, and I was like, wait a minute, that just sounds
I think they added more kind of rock to it or something like that. But his music has been remixed, and of course, the Bruiserweight was trying to get his bars off, and then the Prince shows up. So this is where I had my issues with the segment going forward.
Okay.
Personally, I didn't mind what all four men were saying and how it was going. Wait. Let's rewind. We got to rewind. Before this segment, the Way did have their meeting with Regal, and that's when Regal told Theory he has to fight Cross next week. We skipped over that.
Yes, they did, and that was and then Johnny said, "Yeah, we'll take care of this.
We'll take care of that." So now, fast forward back to this. This is where I had my issues, in which I talked about before. It led to a brawl, and it led to all three men trying to fight Cross. This is where I have my issues. Cross is too dominant. Yeah, I don't see none of those men, other than Finn at that time. I don't see none of those men beating Cross one-on-one.
It looks like Cross has like half a foot on Kyle and Bruiserweight.
And it's not because of Finn, Pete, and Kyle's size.
Yeah,
it's Cross. Cross looks like it's gonna rhyme.
Yeah.
Cross looks like a boss. Cross looks like the guy you fight at the end of the level, or maybe even the end of the game. I mean, his fucking name is Karrion by all means. And if you don't know what Karrion means, look it up. But his name is Karrion, and he has the most intimidating entrance in NXT today. He has the title, and he's booked too strongly. Like, look what had to happen. Those three men started fighting, and I don't know about y'all, but they made Finn look kind of weak in that segment. Finn didn't look the strongest in that segment.
Yeah, I think One, Finn came back way too soon. I mean, granted,
I can agree.
Way too soon.
I love seeing Finn when he was on TV. He's a needed addition to NXT, of course, but this is one of the situations where he's not needed on TV. He could easily, he's done his job as NXT champion. He can go off. He could have stayed a couple more weeks, if not a full month, in Mexico, or traveled somewhere else. He could have went back to the UK. He could have popped up in NXT UK for a little bit instead, and then came back. Simple as that. Because Finn coming out overshadows what Dunn and O'Reilly is trying to do.
Yes.
And to me, that's a problem, because before Finn showed up, I enjoyed when O'Reilly came out, because again, this whole cool cow gimmick, cool, fearless in a way, but I can never take my mind off of how he is in the ring. So that's an added bonus to his character. And then the fact that Arian clearly addressed Dunn, and Dunn coming out plays up to that fact as well.
Well, hold on. Before you continue, I'm going to say this, and I don't care who gets mad. Cool Kyle is doing Matt Riddle better than how Matt Riddle should be doing Matt Riddle. Whatever Kyle O'Reilly is doing now, this should be the exact same thing Riddle should be doing on the main roster. He should be the fun, goofy guy, but when that bell rings, he beating that ass.
Yeah.
It took me a couple weeks to get used to Cool Kyle, but again, to his benefit, his in-ring overshadows a lot of the goofy stuff that he does, because I know what's behind the curtain that he shows. So it's just like it's the reverse effect of like the Festus thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That bell rings, and that's the real Cool Kyle.
And for you new people, that's Luke Gallows.
Yes.
If you don't know your wrestling history.
Doc Gallows, sir.
Oh yeah, Doc Gallows. Sorry. I forgot he's transcended company, so Doc Gallows.
So yeah, and then of course Finn coming out kind of overshadowed that. Like, it really just made it about Finn and
then the fact that it overshadowed to him getting his ass kind of whooped. Like, that's what kind of made it funny.
Yeah, and
he said what he said, then he started attacking Cross, and then it just led to Cross like, "Fuck off me, guy." Like, move.
And this is, I think this is the one part where I cringed most as far as throughout the night. And that's not because something was like cringy, just for the fact that anytime a promo segment happens and mics get dropped in the ring, usually you have a lot of the veteran guys know how to operate and kicking the mic out the way.
Out of the ring.
Those guys, Randy Orton, always. Finn Balor is one of those guys. Johnny Gargano is one of those guys. There's other people too, but I'm not going to go through the extensive list. But those are the main three that I noticed, like, specifically, who honestly take care in that. And thank God for whatever angel was watching over the ring, because there were so many moments where somebody was going to get dropped in the mic. Finn came this close to falling dead center on that mic. He probably landed maybe half an inch away from the corner of that mic. And then that mic disappeared. But there were at least, I think, 5 slams next to that mic where I thought somebody was falling dead center on that mic.
And it wasn't going to feel good.
It was not.
Oh, no. No.
Then after the attempted beatdown of Karrion Kross, I'm not going to lie, it caught me off guard, because I was like, who the fuck is attacking Kross now?
Yeah, I said the same thing.
And lo and behold, Austin Theory and Johnny Gargano came out there and started giving Kross that work. Yeah. And even then, Kross was still like, y'all can't get me down. Until that belt shot. Well, no, I'm sorry. It was the super kicks. Then it was the belt shot. And then once again, I'm looking at the fact that Kross is built to dominate.
Yeah.
Now, I did love that quick visual with Johnny, though.
Oh, how he looked at the belt.
He had looked at the belt and stopped.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay, now we're getting to where I was thinking that Johnny was going to end up going once he loses the prized possession. So yeah, I think now, because again, kudos to the way, because it seems like they're just seamlessly going through every fucking storyline without any hiccup or hitch. And they found a way to get into this, i.e. Austin Theory, asking if certain things were real.
He's talking about the nails, guys. Like,
yeah. That's what I'm talking about. The nails. Yeah. Of course.
So, are we gonna see a multi-man match for the title? Or
I definitely see that.
Or it's gonna be an eliminator and CrossFit for 1-on-1.
I definitely want to see the multi-man match, actually, because that's like we've just been talking about. That's really like the only viable way to take that belt off of Cross, or at least give us even a tease, or even give us a tease. Yeah,
that would be the only way I see Cross truly losing the belt in a multi-man match. Now, will it be a fatal 4-way or a fatal 5-way?
That's a good question.
Now, see, I want them to try something different because, again, Cross looks way too dominant, and of course, I hate fuck finishes so much. But let's fantasy book just for a quick second.
Okay,
let's say Cross gets his one-on-one match with each of these guys.
Okay,
but every time he has a match with one of them, good match through the roof. But it can't end because one of these guys integrated in this multi-man feud keeps interfering over and over again, up until the point where it culminates where it's like, you know what, fine, we're just going to throw everybody in this match, and then we're going to see. So, but at the same time, I mean,
you know, I just realized it could be a 6-way fight.
With who?
Don't forget, Adam Cole ain't done with Kyle yet.
Oh, I completely forgot about.
And then he also said, he also did say, "I'll go off the Cross anytime I want to."
Huh?
So it could actually be 6-man match.
Elimination Chamber.
That was a rumor. That was a rumor that that when they made that certain announcement that one of the Elimination Chambers could be a NXT Elimination Chamber. So that was a rumor.
Interesting.
I would not be mad at this match.
Not at all.
Because I just thought about Cole. Was like, hey, I'm not done with Kyle, and if I want that belt back, Cross, I ain't skipping you either.
So then, could Cross lose his title in the first defense?
If it goes multi-man like that, it could. But when is their takeover?
The takeover, unless they're gonna have one in like June, the next takeover won't be until SummerSlam.
We can't wait that long.
I mean, unless they have like an event, but
maybe you could do
like Great American Bash to get something again.
Yeah.
So, but I think personally, to kind of foreshadow, I don't see Cross getting the win over Theory. I see a disqualification in some form.
Yeah, I mean, but I'd be fine with that.
Yeah, it's fine.
I see Johnny trying to save Theory because Cross is gonna be pissed because it's bad enough 3 men attacked him, then y'all 2 come and attack him.
So if that's the case, does Cross cost Johnny the North American Championship?
No, I think Bronson Reed gonna straight win that. Oh, I don't know, but I think Bronson Reed might straight just win that
because he could win clean.
Now the reason I say that is because if Cross somehow gets involved in Johnny's match with Bronson Reed, that may shoot Johnny up to be in the first defense for Cross. Easy win. So at least to get a defense under his belt and then go from there.
Hell, Cross might say, fuck it, I'll fight them both.
You know what? And you know what? With Theory and Gargano, I could actually see that a handicap NXT championship match.
Look, I'll fight them both.
Yeah, I mean the way has done nothing wrong in my eyes, so I'm still all for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, they the way stands somewhat tall.
And then too, where the fuck did Kyle and Pete Dunne disappear to? Like,
I mean, I know the refs and everybody came out, so I don't know if they just separated them and had them leave, but
like they just kind of disappeared.
Yeah. Same thing with Finn.
But at least they showed Finn getting ushered back. Because remember, Steve Corino had came out to get Finn to go back to the back. But at least they did that. But with Pete Dunne and Kyle, they just kind of disappeared.
True. but yeah, but that's how that segment ended. So now we have more questions than answers, but we kind of now know who's all integrated within the NXT Championship picture. Mm-hmm. So now it's just a matter of who the fuck is going down first, if not everybody. So
yeah.
So after that, we finally got the Saray and Zayda Ramir match, which I think it sucks for Zayda Ramir. One, because she still got a jobber entrance, and then two, I felt like this, like I don't think this should have been her next match because I think we already knew where this was going.
Yeah.
Can I say one little tidbit right quick?
Mm-hmm.
Zayda Ramir, your face was too cute to be taking all that punishment it took Tuesday night.
Yeah, she did.
You saw too much feet to your face.
I mean,
Saray was trying to take all your pretty features away. Like, geez. Zayda, your face was in so much danger that match.
Guys, like, you know what the funny thing is, though?
So many drop kicks.
She did. And it hurt just to even watch. Like, geez.
Yeah. What was you saying, Jaeger?
I missed it because a second ago. But honestly, after that whole bit with Karrion Kross and Gargano and everybody, like, honestly, I thought it felt like NXT was over. Like, that felt like an ending segment. You know what I mean?
It kind of did, didn't it?
Yeah, I was like, oh, wait, we still got like half a show to watch here.
You kind of right. It did feel like an ending segment.
I was like, all right, like this could have definitely like it's a nice little intermission. I was like, all right, this is but I had to remember that Shotzi had not hit the screen yet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give a foreshadowing when we get to that match. But yeah,
well,
Zayda,
I think the foreshadowing was written.
Your face.
Zayda, don't take any more face shots like that.
Your face was too cute to take all that punishment.
She is quite a cutie.
Like, hopefully her next match she gets a win.
It'll be against Frankie Monet.
She can get her fucking.
She did interrupt another interview.
Yet again.
Who?
She interrupted
two. Well, no. Because the dog was in a second bit.
No. Yeah. That's right. That's right.
Dog, yeah.
You're right. So yeah, but I'm glad you said that because after Zayda lost, they showed
Tony was looking for revenge.
Yeah, and Zayda was down on the ground, and now I'm assuming it was Tony that did it.
Yeah.
Because she came and she walked up, but then Zoe stopped her in her tracks, and Tony gave her there for a second, and then she walked off. And then, of course, Zoe went down to check on Zayda, and of course, Saray came up. So now you got this nice little camaraderie going on with these three. So we'll see where that goes. But we already know Zoe's going to lose to Tony in whatever match they have next. But after that, there was an interview with no.
We're not going to just say it like it was just some type of interview. It was an interview with Big Mommy Cool.
Oh no, not that one.
Oh, okay. I thought we just
that was later.
Oh,
that was a little later.
This interview was with Caden Carter and Casey Catanzaro.
I don't know why I thought that interview was earlier, but yeah.
Yeah, what happened was, that's when, like I said, with Caden, she kind of
that's right when she said what she said.
Yeah, but they focus now. They said they're focused on the NXT Women's Tag titles.
That was foreshadowing number one.
Yeah,
because, and of course, again, I predicted this. I said this is how it was going to go.
Mm-hmm.
It was going to go bam to bam, and then these are going to take it from there.
But yeah, that was foreshadowing number one when they were saying, "Hey, we want next," and I was like, "Yeah, they're not going to do good guy versus good guy."
They could have though. NXT's
they
good.
Could have. They could have.
You know what? You could convince me that Shotzi and Ember were tweeners, like, and then have Casey and Caden be the face.
Well, it's especially given the attire that they chose.
Right? Oh man, that was beautiful.
But we'll
I was like, man, they might. I was like, yo, they might.
Don't be mad, but Shotzi though.
Even my eyes had to take a double take.
I was like,
well within reason, gentlemen.
As much as I have my thing about Freddy Krueger and him talking his shit, Shotzi Krueger can kill me in my sleep.
I was gonna say Shotzi Krueger can invade my dreams anytime.
Yeah, Shotzi Krueger, and I mean,
and Ember Voorhees, nicely done.
Ember Voorhees. I'm not gonna let you walk me down. You're gonna have to catch me by surprise. I'm sorry. I love you, Ember, but I'm not gonna let a killer just walk me down.
Dang.
You're gonna have to heave. You're gonna have to heave that machete at me or something. But you ain't gonna walk me down.
Launch it.
But yeah, during this interview, to Jaeger's dismay, Frankie Monet appeared again to continue this streak of pissing Jaeger off with all the interviews.
Damn interviews.
And now exactly.
You see, it's not just me.
Whoa, Loki is not happy.
He shares the sentiment.
He is not happy.
Yeah, and now since it's becoming a thing, I'm starting to become more okay with it because she's starting to again speak less and just kind of get to the point. And the way that she speaks to everybody, it works. So,
and the thing is that, and she's not really. I mean, she's kind of saying mean things, but she's kind of saying it in a way of like, "Hey, do y'all really think y'all can be the next tag champs?" And it's kind of one of those things to where you can kind of be like, "Wait, who the hell are you to tell me I won't be a tag team champ? I'm gonna show you I'm gonna be a damn tag team champ, Frankie." Like, it's kind of one of them things to where it's kind of like a weird motivational tool.
It's like, you're so cute.
Exactly. It's a weird motivational tool.
Now, one thing popped in my head when I saw this, when I saw her act, because of course I had my reservations on the way that she was acting. Because it's not like, for me, looking at Taya Valkyrie and then looking at this is like, it just doesn't match up. And then I thought about it. Then I thought about it for a second. This is the crazy thing. If you took the WWE Women's Tag Champs, right? Nia and Shayna, and you have Nia and Shayna doing this whole Mean Girls thing, right? Now do this. Take away Shayna. Insert Frankie Monet. And all of a sudden, this whole hate for Nia Jax I have and her Mean Girls thing makes so much sense with Frankie Monet right there as her tag partner.
I don't like it.
I don't like it either, and I hate to admit it, but it does intrigue me. If you're gonna do that gimmick, I would rather it be Frankie Monet instead of Shayna Baszler right there.
Well, the problem is, if we're really honest, if we're really truly honest, the Mean Girl gimmick technically should be going to Dana Brooke and Mandy Rose.
You would think
it really should.
Don't forget NXT. Dana Brooke was patting people on the head. In NXT, Dana Brooke was a little more dominant.
Yes.
So
I mean, she's like a legit bodybuilder and everything. She should be taken more dominantly.
But
damn,
we'll see at some point.
You could have put Lacey Evans, Dana Brooke, and Mandy Rose in a squad together, and they could have feuded with the Riot Squad, and that could have been a whole thing. Like, you know what? Let me stop. I'm not doing the main roster fantasy booking shit. But either way, yeah. Frankie Monet is starting to grow on me more. It's funny how she keeps pissing Jaeger off with the whole interruption. So I'm gonna have to keep count on how many interruptions she's done since she's been there, because that's been her thing since she stepped
every episode she's had at least one.
And now she's getting more bold, because now it's not just her that has to interrupt segments. Now it's her pooch,
that little shit stain.
but yeah, so after that segment we finally got LA Knight on TV, but we had to suffer through seeing Jake Van Atlas in the ring.
Hey, the good thing is the match didn't last long.
It didn't, and I was happy. And LA Knight won. So next, we actually had a good old interview segment, and the way that it came on, it was just like, ow, right there.
I'm just saying, hey, I don't know if y'all paid attention, but Raquel
looked very different this week.
Raquel.
And the only thing I could think of was like Scoop to
steal from Mr. Lip Deasley. Chef Kiss.
Chef
Raquel,
Kiss.
Though. I mean, Mercedes was looking good too. But Raquel, though.
THO.
THO. Capitalized that shit this week.
Yeah.
Raquel, though. In the promo was fire.
Yeah.
Raquel say, hey, it's because of me you able to be where you at. I'm the reason why you can come in and be dominant. Raquel looked it up and said, hey, Chica, your bar was here. My bar is here. See, and I did this in a year. Bars.
And that's what I love about Raquel's rebuttal to Mercedes is I set the bar for you. And the way that she said this, said, yeah, you did set the bar, but you set it down here.
You set it down
here. I picked it up and put it all the way up here.
Here.
And I was like,
it's so high that it's off screen. That's just how high she said she set that bar.
This of course changed exactly what we said last week, where we said how she came out with Dakota and that the whole aesthetic just looked differently.
Yes.
But now again, I think this still plays up to that, because of course with this going on, there was no Dakota.
Mm-hmm.
And so without Dakota, she looks more and sounds more like a champ. But then with Dakota there, it's almost like, okay, something has to be up, because it's no coincidence. This has to be by design.
Yes.
Because there is no way how you can go from 1 week looking like this and then the next week, all of a sudden, you are definitely in like championship status now. To the point to where even Mercedes looks more of a championship competitor, even more so than she did when she was going after Io with that threat match with Io and Tony. So this whole segment did this feud more favors than they know.
Yes, I agree.
Because now I'm more intrigued with this match, and I think Mercedes is the perfect challenger.
Yes.
To boost Raquel's stature, even though she doesn't need any more stature at this point.
No, she doesn't. I
mean, stature.
Raquel, though. I mean, you was looking just like you. Like you.
And I think, and to that point, Scoot, this is what I think with Raquel. I think because she has that stature and she is aesthetically pleasing at this point, her being a face champion for NXT works way more in her favor, and I think is going to do her more favors moving forward when she inevitably goes to the main roster.
I think, honestly, this is the way I see it playing out. Since Tony is enthralled with
Zoe Stark,
and Zeta and all of that, Well, we're not going to discuss that part. I think what's going to ultimately happen, and I do not want this to happen because we don't need it to. I think she's going to beat Mercedes, and Captain Coda is going to betray her.
Oh,
and that's going to set up probably the takeover match between Raquel and Dakota.
Okay.
And from there, that can truly establish her as a face, most likely. And then from there, the challengers will probably come after that. But I think Dakota.
You think she's gonna turn into a face after she loses to Dakota?
No. I think she's gonna beat
Dakota betrays her.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I think she's gonna become a face because Dakota's gonna betray her.
Gotcha. Okay,
and that's gonna decide. I think right now she's gonna gets that gray area with Mercedes, and after Mercedes, Dakota's gonna betray her, which will set up the takeover match, and that's what's gonna establish Raquel as a face.
Okay, I can see that.
And then probably maybe the Survivor Series takeover, we might get Frankie versus Raquel, or insert some other woman because we haven't discussed the match yet. But I think that's what's going to ultimately happen.
Yeah,
I think she's going to beat Mercedes because it's what next week the match is happening, right? Or is it the week after?
No, I think it's next week because it's that match and it's another match that's happening.
I don't know if Dakota's going to betray her next week, but pretty soon Dakota will betray her, which will set up their NXT takeover match.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that. Oh,
that's within sight.
That's what the other match is. The other match was actually established during the next segment. Legado del Fantasma.
Yeah.
Again, with the seamless and just the pace of the show, every promo, the majority of the matches,
don't do it,
and just in general, the only blemish on this whole promo was probably Mendoza. But other than that,
can we never discussed about how much I actually enjoyed Santos Escobar's catchphrase that I run the bingo. I thoroughly enjoyed that little catchphrase there. And my man say he's the emperor of Lucha Libre.
He is such a good promo.
He is.
To the point to where if Vince McMahon is so desperate for a Latin just wrestler in general that he's looking for on his even better
Santos is your guy.
Absolutely.
You know what? And you know what actually helped Santos out?
He speaks perfect English.
Not only that. And this is coming from somebody who is secure in his manhood and whatsoever. He's a handsome individual. Santos ain't one of those guys. He's aesthetically pleasing in the face. So for somebody who's a heel and he's handsome, it makes his words even more just because he's a handsome individual.
Yeah, and that plays to his benefit. On top of that, I think the only person that comes second to him as far as an overall.
Apparently, Loki has an idea.
There you go. With as far as aesthetics and being able to to appeal to the fans or anybody is his name is just Angel Garza.
Angel Garza, yeah.
Angel Garza is the only other one because again. Now you have Andrade who has his look feel, but I mean of course he can't talk, but that's what he had Zelina for. But as far as the guys who have the whole package who can actually look good, wrestle, and just throw a good promo. Angel Garza, Santos Escobar.
Now I'm gonna give a quick small little rant here because you kind of brought it up. Hey, Vince McMahon, WWE, whoever the fuck needs to hear this message. Stop going off of that shit just because people can't speak English perfectly that they can't be champions or be featured. Fuck all that noise.
Because NXT has proven that shit to be absolutely wrong.
Like, fuck that noise that just because their English is 100% perfect that they can't be a top individual in the company. Fuck that shit. That's some goofy shit, especially in 2021.
Especially with Shinsuke Nakamura on your main roster. Anyways.
I mean, everybody don't have to do fucking interviews either. Shit. Stop cutting out on goddamn promos and do some more goddamn wrestling.
But they have a story to tell.
Io and Asuka, 2 women who primarily speak Japanese. That's their first language.
You brought them here.
They did perfectly on NXT where and all the promos that NXT did for Io with her, like, I prefer her to speak Japanese in every one of those promos because they're so
play with Asuka. Yeah, they're play with Asuka. When Asuka would start saying her promos and then she starts speaking Japanese, Asuka could be saying, "I want chicken noodle soup with some fried chicken and a cherry Coke," and that shit was sounding gangster because she started yelling at you in Japanese, and you're like, "Whoa, what the fuck is happening?"
Just chill for a second. but yeah, I mean, that's just, I mean, Vince is way too
but
out the fucking box.
Phantasma, good promo, and I actually like the fact that it was announced, but they announced it officially as going to be a 2 out of 3 falls match.
Yes.
So I actually can't wait to see that one.
Yeah, so they're throwing more flair into the cruiserweight division, which is crazy. And again, to your point, School, you talked about Kushida being the cruiserweight champion you never knew you needed.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as that promo was done, he jumped on the screen and was like, "Yo,
we can do this."
Yeah.
Next week, my guy.
And just like that, settled. So there's your other championship match. Now I don't know when MSK and Wild and Mendoza are going to have their match, but I mean that's inevitable, clearly. Yes. But I'm pretty sure that we'll see MSK get involved in this 2 out of 3 falls match, and I'm pretty sure that's probably what's going to set up that tag title match.
Yes.
So yeah, we'll see. Grimesy made his way to the club, and he's supposed to be on the list. He was supposed to be on the list.
Supposed to be on the list.
And he had a nice little banter, halfway banter with the bouncer, because the bouncer wasn't having it either way. He just kept saying, "You ain't on the list." And then somebody happened to roll up. This guy being Mr. $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, who happened to be on the list. This was
not only on the list. Not only on the list, but renting out the whole club.
That's true.
Showing how much money he got. I like how subtle this was, because it wasn't too much of it. It was just him, just bam. And it plays to the point of how he just kept blaming Ted DiBiase for everything. Because now it's more to the thing of like, well, now he's cutting him off at every corner. It's like, oh yeah, you think you got this? Oh nope, I beat you there too. So now, of course, I don't want them to oversaturate this. Maybe give me like 2 more segments with DiBiase.
Exactly.
I can agree with that. A couple of more segments.
Yeah.
I honestly thought that last week's reveal of Ted DiBiase finally getting in his face, thought that was a nice little cap that should have been put on. But you get 1 more week if you want to do it. You get if next Tuesday I still see Ted DiBiase, I'd be like, all right, this better be the end of it. Nothing. I mean, just please. Stop.
Yeah, just keep it chill.
Anyway.
Now, from that point, There was a segment with the female version because earlier you saw Theory and Gargano leave because they didn't want any more of the smoke with Cross, so they left. And McKenzie tried to say, hey, what about Indy and wow, just completely
Candace.
Candace. What the fuck was going on with that? Anyway, sorry, I thought about McKenzie and being part of the fuck Everrise camp, and I was like, oh shit, yeah. But she tried to get the interview, and she was like, wait, they have a match. She's like, oh yeah, they'll be fine. Which I thought that was going to be like them coming back to kind of just play up to it, but never really happened like that. But either way, they showed Candice and Indy getting ready in the locker room, somewhat getting ready in the locker room, and Candice kept trying to sway Indy in the other way to say, he's too worried about boys, stop worrying about this boy. He's not worried, whatever.
Even though, you're getting there.
Dexter, even though Dexter happened to be in the back with some roses, and Candice caught a glimpse of Dexter and kept trying to sway Indy off and then close the blinds. I thought Dexter may have been playing a role a bit later on, but go ahead. Yeah.
Did you catch what he did before the flowers though? What they had? The picture. Somebody had put like a picture of like Dexter carrying Indy.
Oh, really?
Like on her chair. Yeah. Oh yeah, no. Indy immediately. Candice immediately catches it and then like puts it in the locker, so Indy doesn't see it.
It was Dexter's artwork of him carrying Indy.
Oh, that's what it was.
And she caught it first, and she scooped in front of it, and then that's when she grabbed it, threw it in the locker, and that's when she looked over there and saw Dexter in the blinds. And
oh my gosh!
Oh, I wish I would have saw that.
Yeah.
Damn, that would have made it more funny for me.
Yeah,
because I did not notice that.
Yeah, that was the first thing you noticed, when there was a portrait of Dexter carrying Indy, and then that's when she saw it, and she was like, "Oh."
Now, of course, I love that because I know Candice is so focused on trying to win these tag titles, so she's trying to eliminate all that. But
right, can we get to the point to where I'm gonna just say this for a little? Indy was kind of the MVP.
Yo, yes,
yeah,
she was the shining star that night.
She was
like, okay, Indy.
Yet again, the women are kicking ass and taking names.
Again, the women of NXT, baby.
Now, here's
you know what? I'm gonna just say this right now. I don't know who has to book it. There should be a ladies' night of NXT.
Ooh,
they deserve it at this point.
They need a NXT Evolution.
They deserve to have the 2 hours. They deserve it at this point.
I'm behind this.
I might go as far as saying give the ladies their own takeover. Yeah, I said it. Give the ladies their own takeover. Because takeover is usually 5 or 6 matches. Raquel defending the title. The tag titles are defended, and you can blow off some feuds. The ladies deserve their own takeover at this point.
You know what? And this would
you
work.
You could do that, yeah. You could
because of the fact that you already have this thing with Mickey talking about how she was thinking about like more for the women, and they were or trying to do an all women show. Which I don't agree with because I don't think they would have messed it up either way. Not the women, just WWE.
Yeah,
definitely. But their response to Evolution was it was the lowest, I think lowest profited.
I mean, if you looked at it, if you watched Evolution, it looked like a glorified house show. Like it looked like they didn't put no effort into Evolution.
Yeah, but the matches on Evolution.
Oh no, the matches were great.
Good. Absolutely.
But even Maria Kanellis recently came out and was like, Steph, I don't know if you don't have as much pull or whatever, but how come there's only been just one woman's pay-per-view?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is where NXT can shine because they've been the ones to kind of revitalize a lot of things. In Your House, Great American Bash, War Games, and been able to make it more innovative now. And I think because their women's division is the best right now. Period. Across the board.
Period. Show me another better one. Show me a better women's division, please.
You could easily have this, and you could still have some of the main roster women come and feature on that show.
Yes.
Now, not overshadow the show completely. I'm giving like maybe 2 matches, but NXT has to overrun that entire show completely. So, but yeah, especially since they have their own tag titles, they have their own women's title. Period. I mean, that's. And then you got NXT UK, so there's no reason why you can't have that integrated in that as well. So
exactly,
like book it, Trips. You're the man in all this. You can do this. I know you can.
Do the thing.
You've done the Iron Woman match. You've done
a women's takeover.
Yeah, you got do it.
Takeover Evolution. I even gave y'all the name.
There, yeah. Simple as that.
But let's get to this match, though. First and foremost, let's get the pleasantries out the way. All 4 ladies looked beautiful.
Yes.
Once again.
Yes.
The way in their gold gear. Shotzi.
That was nice.
Shotzi Kruger and Ember Voorhees. And foreshadowing number 2 was the dog taking a dump in the tank.
That was like my biggest and clearest sign too.
That was foreshadowing number 2 that the match was going to go the opposite way.
Oh, and foreshadowing 3 is the gold. Wearing the gold,
and they were wearing gold. But let's get to the fact that they went at it from bell to bell.
They did,
and I understand. I want to give Indy the MVP, but shouts out to Shotzi Kruger. Constantly putting her body on the line.
She scares me. Like she worries me.
Yeah, this it wasn't my favorite match. It wasn't a bad match. It wasn't my favorite only because like I've seen them go harder.
I can agree,
especially when you think about the War Games match, like that shit. All 4 all day. And I
still think this was my favorite match of the week.
I thought I was gonna get more of that with this match. Now, of course, they still went at it completely. Loved it. Loved that there was like a whole there was no stop. It was pretty much go. Kind of like last week's main event with the 6-man tag.
Yes.
No downtime. It was pretty much just straightforward. And I love that about these main events that they're doing now. Because it's not like the typical WWE book the main event where it's like, oh, you get about 3 commercials here, and then all right, cool. So they got their downtime. This straight to it, and the finish. Poor Shotzi's breastises.
Yeah, no, but 100%. Yeah, that looks like a painful move for women.
I'm gonna just say this only because we're used to men doing it, but 5'10" Shotzi Blackheart. 5'10" in Indy doing that springboard elbow drop to Ember Voorhees on the outside. Fam.
Yeah.
Candice taking the ladder spot.
Yep.
And that was a sketchy hit though.
It was
like,
sketchy.
Like I don't know whether to feel better or worse that it was like a glancing blow. Like I want to assume they planned it to where it was like a glancing blow, so they only like broke half the ladder compared to like going through it. It still definitely looked like it wasn't intentional. I was just like,
shots out to Shotzi Kruger hitting that flush ass splash off of the trust of the building.
Right.
And shots out once again to Shotzi Kruger for taking that wicked stepsister to the chair. Fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Like, fuck. The move is already devastating looking enough.
Yes,
but the allure of adding a chair to it.
Like that, yeah, there are definitely times where I vary because you think about Daniel Bryan doing his fucking stomps to the face while he's holding the arms and everything like that.
Yes,
but this is just, I mean, you face down and just
look. You can't. And the thing is that the move is so fast that you really can't put your arms in front of your
to brace. Yeah,
like you just have to take the brunt of that move. And then, of course, 1, 2, 3, new women's tag champions, the way.
Should be all right.
To Candice and Indy.
But now this opens the door for Ember and Shotzi to go after Raquel while she's still a heel.
Yes.
So that's 2 more. Which I mean, of course, Jaeger, I know you don't want to hear it, but of course, I don't think Shotzi's gonna take anything off of Raquel. Nobody's gonna take anything off Raquel anytime soon. She's gonna get at least 5 defenses.
You think
before she loses that title? At least 5. At the
I think my feelings, what I really want, I want Raquel to hold the belt at least to Royal Rumble. That way she can debut in the Royal Rumble.
Okay.
So I want her to, if they're going to debut Raquel, I want her to debut in the Royal Rumble, and I want her to have a performance like Bianca and Shayna did.
Man, like, I don't know how many
she doesn't
times
have to win. She doesn't have to win.
No, that's fair.
I just want her to have a very dominant performance of, like I would say what Bianca and Shayna tied the record with 8. I think 8 eliminations. I want to see her get 10.
That'd be cool.
Wow. What?
So that's what I want Raquel to do. I want her to at least stay in NXT long enough to where she debuts at the Rumble next year.
That's fine.
I mean, shit. What if she's the one that takes the title off of Bianca?
Ooh.
Don't give me that dream match.
Did you put that magic on him?
I'm just saying, look, because SmackDown is primed and ready for her at this point.
It is.
Rhea's on Raw, so the only other way to go would be to
Speaking of, it's not too early, but justice for Rhea Ripley.
Oh no, it's not.
I'm sorry.
It's never too early to demand justice for somebody.
I'm sorry that you debuted and this is already happening to you. I'm sorry, but justice for Rhea. I mean, unfortunately, Rhea, everybody runs into Charlotte. Unfortunately, you ran into a sequel. But just imagine how Asuka feels.
So upsetting.
Asuka's like, I can't get away from her.
Seriously though.
So. Justice for Rhea, that line is just.
Mm.
Not the line. That list is just getting long.
List, yeah. No.
Look, WWE gonna have some explaining to do eventually.
I mean, they've been due.
I mean, they've been due, and it's gonna come. It's gonna come. But